My name is Tara Shaw. I started in the antique business over 2 decades ago. I was trying to figure out who I really was long-term in furnishings. You know, something that you would want to keep and reposition throughout your home for the rest of your life. I was trying to figure out, was I Swedish? Was I Belgian? Did I love Italian antiques, French antiques? And did I want to mix the cultures together? So I quickly learned I could buy retail only about one nice piece a year. I had an epiphany that if I went to Europe and filled a container with furniture, I could, buy more than one piece a year. Plus, it would give me the opportunity to really study furniture and all the different cultures in Europe and select one-of-a-kind finds for the container, which, some of the things, one thing would make it into my home and the rest would go into the warehouse where we would sell wholesale to the trade, to antique dealers and designers, and to the public. I launched my reproduction furniture line, Tara Shaw Maison, in 2007. I've been working on it since 2004. I realized after 2 decades in the trenches in Europe that what I saw in the United States wasn't really accurate in scale or patina. So really my passion was to give the public, an affordable reproduction line that was outstanding pieces that would be timeless in their home. I had over 260 items, and Restoration Hardware came to me in 2013 and offered me a licensing deal, which I took. We continue to manufacture some Maison items still though. In New Orleans, we do all our hand-forged beds and iron products, plus custom wooden furniture and upholstery. So, it's continuing to grow, and we're also expanding our licensing. So the design business really was unforeseen for me. I had been guerrilla antiquing in the fields of Europe for years, and Veranda Magazine came to me and they said, "We'd love to see your warehouse." And after they saw my warehouse, because I was unloading a container that day, they said, "We'd like to see your home." Much to my surprise, they asked me to shoot both my Victorian home and the warehouse. It was really a dream come true for me. I'll never forget a day in 2000 when my telephone rang at home, and it was Harry Connick Jr. and Jill Goodacre. And they said, "We're in town, may we come over?" And I said, "Certainly, I'd love to see you." Well, they came over and they said, "Why don't you come to Connecticut and work with us in our home?" Well, I explained to them that I was an importer, that, obviously I love working on my friends' homes and my home, but, I had my hands full with, importing antiquity and selling it wholesale. But, when they ask you to do something, there is absolutely no way you could turn those two people down. So I said yes, and that was my first paying design job. Now we have a design staff, and I'm glad to say it connects all the things we do. I purchased a beautiful 19th century building on Magazine Street. The address is 583335 Magazine Street on the corner of Magazine and Eleanor. And it is a wonderful building. It's where we unload containers filled with antiques and vintage furniture. We sell wholesale pricing, and we also have our design staff. I would love for you to come shop with us.